All right, we back. We back. I'm streaming. It- When does Alex? When when does Alex get home? When does Alex get home? Huh? He won't be home. Oh, oh. You kept cutting out. Oh, I said you was cutting out. I couldn't understand. Oh, me too. Fuck. Or what? What'd you hear? Uh, $93K. That's all y'all come up with what I gave y'all. $75K. Hell no.
All right, so what's better than resupplying, I hear you ask? Resupplying at the same time as desupplying your motorcycle club competitors. Now, one of their riders is carrying the stuff, so you're going to keep knocking them off their bikes till you find the guy who's got what we need.
Of course, they're all in like 50 different parts of the damn. Oh shit. I'm messing up. I'm stealing supplies for the cocaine shop. You said what? To the I didn't know you were in the I gotta finish this first. Hold on, my bad, bro. Oh snap. Oh, excuse me. Of course, this guy went up that way. So, okay. Bruh. This crap is so annoying. Oh my god, bro. If I spin out one more time, bro, I'm gonna crash out. Oh, hell no, this motherfucker trying to play ring around the road. I ain't got time for all that. Oh, yeah.
What's up, pal? Okay, so you're in serious trouble, and you need my help. Okay.
Lions, and division leading 5-0 Vikings at the game. The headline is with us now. We're so excited to get a chance to see this game. There's 2 games in the NFL. You're looking at one of them in Minnesota. Kansas City, you'll see in the afternoon window. First place right now for the Vikings. The Detroit Lions are the defending NFC North champions. They won the title in this building last December. There's a million great storylines. So many quality players. Listen, what sticks out when you think of there's storylines and matchups everywhere you look, but where it gets really fun is when the Detroit Lions have the ball. Because we're going to have a chance today to see a chess match between, in my opinion, the best play callers respectively. Ben Johnson for the Lions on offense and Brian Flores in this Vikings defense. The way they go back and forth, the give and the take.
Zion.
Ben Johnson, he got the better of Flores.
Zion.
We've seen from this Vikings defense, they're going to have an answer and see if they can slow down Jared Goff in this high-powered Detroit Lions offense. The NFC North is in
Where the hell you go?
17-5. The Lions are 4-1.
Zion.
Back-to-back seasons for the first time in more than a half-century. The Vikings are 5-0 for the first time in 8 years. Can't wait for this one. It's coming up next.
I told you, DraftKings is the best place to bet touchdown.
Best touchdown fancy all the time.
I don't even know about this.
That's what we were looking for. LJT over.
That's dirty. That's dirty. Look at me. I see what you're doing.
Oh, I don't see that. You don't want this heat.
No, man, there ain't heat hit you with this right here. You get nasty on it. Touchdown.
Get up.
Respect. With DraftKings, new customers turn $5 into $200 instantly.
Yeah, so these supplies came in with a bigger shipment. You're gonna have to dig through the crates to find what we need. When you do, bring them in.
13, the original Italian.
You know, I trust my gut, and that's exactly where the stuff's gonna go. So,
The Truth Nice Catering Box. The Summer Bomb.
Pharmacy orders great for summer. Loves the outdoors. So, Advance your security will save 20% on their first order of 3 intake meds. Deliver fast so someone never misses a dose. Or insurance for quality meds for life with pets.
Good morning, everybody.
Danny, what are you doing up there?
I watched the first one in breakfast with bacon, the slicing potatoes, the mountain, the fresh things. Even my least says I get free stuff in the section right there. It's in Jersey Mike's thing. Today's players go on front, Lexi wide, Amon St. Brown, a couple of 100-yard games against the Vikings last year. Justin Jefferson 6 times in 8 games against the Lions, over 100 yards.
That's good.
Wide receivers in action today.
What is it?
Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. They're one of America's largest financial services companies, too. Just like I'm so much more than corporate banking.
Is there cheese on that?
For your insurance and financial needs, Nationwide is all your stock.
Little team is crazy pups. That one's getting up. J.R. Kittle, everyone but you. Crazy pups are free on you. I will get your game day delivered in the season. It's a big something.
I think I want to highlight.
And doctors get shifts for up to 4 years for providing exams. A big one for this stuff.
What? You good?
Jobs to learn more.
What if you answer? Don't regret the bet. Since a while, but don't regret the bet. A message from the Michigan Food Control. I was fucked. I live on a dirt road. Nowhere near electricity, so I don't own an electric car. No one should tell us what to buy. No one's going to be made anything. But here's the thing. As a new generation of vehicles, I want that new generation built right here in Michigan. Not China. I approve this message because once you drive into your car, no one listens. Let's just swap. First step. This is the guy Justin Jefferson of Vikings. 2 1 on Fox Sports.
Yeah.
Division of the NFL, as good as any division has ever been at this point of the season. 17-5 combined record. Those four clubs, Chicago on a bye, Green Bay is in action against a very good Houston Texans team today. But these two are battling for.
Hi. What service are you looking for? Okay, so you're in serious trouble and you need my help. Okay,
What's that?
okay.
So the Lions will get the ball first. This is today. And off we go.
Huh? No way. Who just killed me?
And this Detroit back-to-back weeks with 40 plus.
No way, bro.
In his career, but this is the best version we've seen of him. I mean, he is playing well both under center and in the gun. And probably the thing that he does the best is most relevant today.
What's that?
Which you from Goliath?
Football versus the blitz, and obviously Eddie Brian Flores with his defense. It's going to be a big part of the matchup. Toss play, David Montgomery to start the day, and he works ahead for about 3
What?
Are you eating egg and cheese and hot dogs?
It's been a very good Lions offense, and I'm going to scoring. James Williams is progress as a route runner. He's not just the deep ball guy like he was last year. He's a real route runner and a big part of this offense. Right back to Montgomery, and he's going to set up a third down and short. We'll have to check the penalty marker thrown on the near side of the field. Blake Martin is our official. Right away, Alan Chico, who's in there for Zeitler, the veteran, gets tagged with a penalty. This is going to be a factor all day. Yeah, you see right here, he just grabs Phillips there, number 97. That's clear as day. Yeah, get himself sorted out. The crowd's loud. He's taking a start for the veteran Zeitler. Early downs. This is going to be a key part of the strategy here for the Lions. Teams don't really run the ball against Minnesota. They fear negative plays, because you don't want to be in second and third and long. That's when this Brian Flores-led defense gets all their exotic pressures like you see here. The great pressure with Van Ginkel. He gets the ball. Another play is thrown. The Maple Grove High School grad Aldo Shiga with back-to-back holding penalties. Right, the double blitz here in the middle. You see Aldo Shiga, he doesn't see pace. They get the wrong sort. He thinks they're going to fan out for Van Ginkel. He reacts late in the A-gap there. Mason's got no chance but to hold him. Van Ginkel still comes down with the sack.
Zion,
Here for Detroit.
This game is gonna be intense.
did you join the club or no? Yeah.
Just do. Goff checks it down for delivery.
There you go, Xavier.
Hell yeah.
A good gain. At least get out from deep into the territory, but that'll set up fourth
The
down.
game.
Yeah, so everything with this Minnesota good defense, we're going to lay this out as the game unfolds, Adam. It's about creating negative plays. They are the best run defense in football.
As long as he does what Stevenson didn't do
Contact. Everything's about
He
suffocating you
has done
on
that.
first and second down.
already.
Because if they force negative plays and they force penalties, second and pass, third and pass, it's just not a strategy you want to be in against this Vikings defense. And it's exactly how it played out in this opening drive.
They love to blitz, and it's only easier to do it when it's those third and long, second and long situations for this Flores defense. It is going to be a game.
What just happened? You get an interception?
They're well talked about. Nobody loves going for fakes on fourth down. And the special teams are just keeping it. Look, they're going to go in motion. Oswald does a nice job setting the end. He's trying to get a little motion. Can't pitch it. Oswald does a great job setting the edge. And then it's just run to the ball. We've seen David Campbell take aggressive starts to the game. That's about as aggressive as it can be.
Brian Flores lost it, and he helped set up this Minnesota offense and Sam Darnold at the 34 of Detroit. Screen pass. Here is Jefferson on the perimeter, and a good job by the Lions to spill it out. Malcolm Rodriguez and Isaac Cuckoo were there. No gain on the ball.
Alright, I'm about to invite you, bro.
Sam Darnold, undefeated. It's a career-long win streak for him. Not his best game against the Jets, but he has been very solid.
Well, actually, I'm about to disband the,
They've been so good all season was how well they've done against man coverage. And the Lions, they're going to play a heavy dose of it. They saw it 2 weeks ago in London against the Jets. They didn't quite connect down the field like they're accustomed to. They're going to keep putting the ball in the air downfield.
Alright, and then...
Wow. What happened?
A stop on fourth down, 34-yard touchdown. Just like that, 6-0 Minnesota.
As this is going, Addison here just goes in a short motion.
I invited you.
The rookie defensive end, he's got to be the force edge player. They call it track replace. Once the wide receiver's going to dig out force, you've got to replace them in the run fit.
That was about as easy of a touchdown as Aaron Jones made him score in his NFL career. A lot of them with Green Bay. That's his second with the Vikings. Bringing the lead to the 7-0 start.
Get ready for the
There's an army coming to count.
May not make it out of this line, buddy. I will go up. Yeah. The last downs, they're taking over Thursday.
What is, did they take out the ability to kill yourself? Yeah.
In the confidence of a nationwide dealer network with the new Honda Promo.
Damn.
Just like you'd expect. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Amazon fall favorites are here. Save on fashion, home, beauty, and more.
Merriweather, for all your private security needs. How can I
Amazon
help?
favorites now.
That location is not suitable for a boat pickup. I'm sorry.
Here's your pizza emergency.
I'm sorry. Your location is not suitable for a pickup.
A free
Move to
pizza
flat
when you
ground
need it
and call
most.
us
There you
back.
go. Thank you. Welcome. Enjoy.
Okay, Chinese, let's work on a fast and friendly claim service.
Eyes on the phone now.
That's true.
Goodbye then.
Nice.
Yes, you'll get a Renaissance site.
That's it? Oh, I'm gonna turn this down to an 8. My bad.
We can do this all day. Because your claim service is 24/7.
You said what?
Get more?
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Venom, The Last Dance, in theaters on July 25th.
Oh, man.
Geico. Get more.
I'm literally drowning myself at the bottom of this fucking lake.
Longest run that the Lions have allowed this season. A first quarter for Jones to get the Vikings on the board first. After they deny the fake punt. That's part of the familiarity of these two coaches now. They've been here for a couple of years. They know each other's nuances and tricks. Detroit impressive. And the Vikings were prepared. They get the stop, and Jones get the score.
You calling for some wheels? I'm Johnny on the spot. I'll
Has
hook you up.
played most of its ball this year. They've been ahead almost the entire season.
All right, I'll get back to work.
Now Riker will get set to kick away. 55-3 in the first quarter. The New York Giants scored a field goal in the opening quarter of the season. The Vikings scored a touchdown on the next drive and have not trailed in a game since. After the 30 will come Detroit. Back to the touchdown.
Yeah, that's why these bunch formations in this style offense and Kevin O'Connell are so important. They add so many gaps. Look, Brian Branch has this gap, this gap, this gap. Jerry Arnold, he has to be the edge setter. He's the arc block player. Watch now. As everyone steps into their gaps, he should be here on the edge of the line. He's got to be this run fit and make that tackle. Young player, obviously a more known for his pass coverage and man coverage. And you want to play against this style of offense, your defensive backs is the tackle.
Now the crowd is playing a factor here. Goff having a lot of trouble communicating. So an early timeout used by Detroit, and this Vikings defense, as we talked about, gets to play from ahead, which is something they're very comfortable doing. And Brian Flores loves being in this position because of all the exotic looks and pressures and blitzes. It's tough for offenses.
Yeah, there's two things that dictate approaches offensive takes against you, right? There's down and distance, and then there's the score of the game. So when you find yourself leading, and we talked about how good they are against the run on those early downs, you face a lot of passing. And that's exactly what Brian Flores has built this defense to go after.
Off a fake to Jameer Gibbs, now swinging out for him. The second-year running back will pick up a couple of yards. I asked you right at the top, what excites you about this matchup with all these great players? It's the chess match between these two coordinators.
A lot of what each side of the ball does well, the other one also does well. And that's the fun of this matchup. When Detroit has the ball, last year, they blitzed Jared Goff. 55 and 67 dropbacks. And didn't report one sack. So, last year, Ben Johnson and Jared Goff won the battle. So far, here before us.
Here is Gibbs trying to knife through to set up a third down in medium here. Pick up the 4. So there's Ben Johnson in his 6th year on staff, 3rd year as the coordinator on the left. This defense improved mightily last year with Brian Flores as the coordinator.
And something the Lions have shown in these situations, they don't mind running the ball.
Goff will look to throw. This play's going to get whistled dead. After Minnesota uses a timeout, and then a late flag got tossed in that may be negated by the timeout was escape.
Is that another one?
Yeah.
Already a lot to sort through for play mark.
I'm okay. Hungry.
Both coaches will take a very early timeout on key downs. Gives you a sense of how big this game already feels. They understand
You
the
eat up.
value of each possession. And every time you force this Lions off. Brian Flores understands just how important these are down.
Oh, you make it.
He wants to make sure he
Yeah. You make it. You make it. Please. Zion.
Again, he was so good against it last year.
We're on the last setup.
Morris mixing it in. Jones' touchdown.
We're on the last setup.
As a successful CFO,
Yeah, last setup.
Colors are looking beautiful today.
you need to be careful who you listen to when it comes to financial decisions.
I agree.
CFO.
Excuse me.
This is not a penthouse. It's an Amazon commercial. I'm not even dealing.
When it comes to your finances, listen to the nerds. We've researched and reviewed.
You gonna join or what, bro?
Products to help you make smarter
Pretty damn
decisions.
good.
Hi, I use Febreze Fatify plug, and I use this. Febreze has a microchip to control scent release, so it smells first stay fresh for 50 days. 50 days? And this refill will find your ladies. I'll never miss a day of freshness. Febreze plug.
This is you, and this is your powerful hunch. The kind of hunch that hits hard during the game. But it goes look strong. And while the game moves fast, with FanDuel, you're faster. The ticket doesn't miss. With FanDuel, it's easier than ever to place your bet before the next play, so you won't let a hunch go to waste. And make every moment more. Winner, lobster dinner.
I don't know.
New customers spend $5, get $300 in bonus bets if you win.
It's a
FanDuel, America's #1 sports book.
Is it?
At Burger King,
Huh?
flame grilled
I sent it.
To who?
hot, juicy.
It wasn't going to nobody. It was going to my fucking thing. I don't like taking pictures with the regular camera because it's fucked up.
It's easy to watch NFL Sunday from YouTube.
Zion,
Not for everybody.
Let me pop out here.
what you doing, bro? Oh, Buffalo.
America is
Just let me know. Just join when you're ready.
Aaron Glenn said,
You ready, bro?
one thing that is non-negotiable in this defense is we are going to contest every throw, every receiver, the entire game.
Let's get this shit. Let's get this shit. Oh. You said what, bro?
Jones will run it on that side. Campbell immediately gets there. He's made a couple of nice plays. No need for Jones on that run.
I want to go back to something you were talking about.
I think about it. I think about it.
And why it's so important this fight. Leading the league is second. It's super important. Good run game.
You ready?
Makes the run game look a little bit better than it really is.
Wait, which one is which?
But what's more important is they marry those run looks under center with the action pass.
Oh, no.
It's been excellent. Throwing the ball downfield on first and second down from under center.
Quick throw
That
this
is
time
good.
to the outside. And Alex Anzalone jumps on Johnny Butt after he only picks up a couple of yards.
Fuck, ain't Montgomery in there.
Anzalone is now their voice.
He right there.
Aiden Hutchinson is such a vocal
Talking hot
emotional
shit.
leader. Anzalone, who's been with Dan Campbell and Aaron Glenn since his New Orleans days, he is now the heartbeat of that defense.
Metro Boomin, make it boom.
Can't talk about replacing
Let's do this. Let's do this shit. Let's do this shit. Oh.
They're not a great blitzing team. They don't typically get a lot of pressure when they do. They just
No, we're not.
makes it hard to match up in the secondary.
Polito Cove and then Polito Bay.
There is the tackle made. Nowoski.
Oh, and I just did the same thing.
He stops to hold off the Minnesota Twins.
Oh, God.
As we mentioned, the amount of ways you can defend Justin Jefferson, they can throw it. The bodies are around him.
What?
Carlton Davis, he's
I drove up a slanted hill.
make Sam Darnold throw the ball to someone else as often as possible.
You just put it on the PlayStation real quick.
Alabama out one of the longest field goals of his NFL.
Oh.
27 for 27 to start his career between field goals and PATs. He drills that one to make it a 10-0 Minnesota lead.
Check out Mahomes' top 3 plays on the bench. He scrambles in the T-Mobile to get that movement. It's a little shimmy, shimmy, shake. What you think, huh? It's like you take my ice cream truck. Ice cream!
Thankful.
Only takes those.
You said what, bro? Yeah. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. It's starting to click now. You gotta love it when your future wife feeding you, boy. Like I said, you gotta love it when your future wife feeding you, boy. Yep.
It's just the beginning.
Oh, cause your boy.
It's back at your phone.
Cause that's a little quick. Yeah, it's me.
It's a whole new kind of brisket done the Chipotle way. Folks knows it's easier to make the right calls when you have the right team. Yeah, going for it and
Oh, I'm supposed to destroy them.
Zach, he always delivers and helping support that. In online, our folks team has you covered. Danny Bill.
Finally, Coleman Auto with the personal price plan. They got excited. Bundle football with football.
Bundle and save with the personal price plan at Phillies.
Why are they all the way back there, bro?
State Farm State.
We gotta chase these motherfuckers down now.
Monday Morning Football is back in Germany, and NFL Network has an NFC clash live from Alliance Arena in Munich. Giants and the Sunday, the 10th at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, only Network.
10-0 start.
I wasn't gonna be the one to discover.
Will Riker
Not
just
really.
hit the third longest field goal in Vikings history. He also has the second
Vikings
longest at a
10-0.
58-yarder against the Texans. Of course, Greg Joseph had the 61-yarder Christmas Eve 2 years ago to beat the Giants. The touchback.
I'm already knowing. They seen how we was doing the other boys, and they said, "Fuck this shit, I'm out." Oh. Come on, girl.
Oh.
Let's see if the Lions can find some traction. They had 8 all season coming in. They don't have a first down on the first 2 drives.
Yeah, I'll start with
Take it.
second down.
Shake them.
Gotta find a way to mix both play pass and
You're not gonna beat me.
generate some play.
You playing too much.
Under pressure immediately from Josh Metellus, but he's able to find Tim Patrick.
That shit not funny. That shit gay.
Picks up about 3 yards.
I mean, you're happy?
Fuck no. Not when that shit happened. I ain't happy at all.
Play Parkville and chat with the officials. Harrison Phillips came out.
You said what?
After the taxes.
She is sexually harassing me
Waiting to hear
with a hot dog.
Stop. There's a down. By contact. It's gain of 3. And it's second down at 7.
No,
Boy, ain't no way.
I didn't do anything.
The challenge has already been thrown by Kevin O'Connell. Let's take a look here. See how Harrison Phillips 97. He's the one who came up with the ball.
Image
So he's
attachment.
surfing the defender there, and he took the ball away. So
He's not on the ground. He's on top of Phillips.
No problem.
Patrick is surfing Harrison Phillips.
He's like, hey, this is what this look like.
Phillips just kind of took the ball away. I'm waiting to see if that elbow is down and who has possession of
It's going
it.
to be close. Are they going to say when that right shoulder of Patrick is actually on the ground? It's kind of in his hand.
So Kevin O'Connell throws the challenge flag. He's 3 for 4 on challenges this year. He only has 1 timeout left.
The thing about traveling with your kids is that each year they get bigger. But the hotel stays the same size. At Airbnb, you get room for everyone.
I'm out here telling people how they can save money with Experian. You look like someone who has a lot of subscriptions. I have a lot. Too many, I'd say. You can see your subscriptions all in one place and cancel the ones you don't like too. That's so easy.
I'm ready.
Get started now with the Experian app.
That's it. Dog food in the fridge?
It's not dog food.
It's fresh pet. Real meat, real pet. Real weird.
Thank you, everyone.
He was bad luck anyway.
You're welcome.
But
Thank
Service
you.
Now, AI can transform your business by helping your people work better. Because when your people work better, everything works better. So, let's get to work.
Is your soul boys? Yeah, he's super nice. Yeah.
Hold on. Trying to focus.
It's game day.
There we go.
I'm tired of you focusing.
Luckily, DoorDash can help you course correct.
Bro, where the fuck you at? What are you doing? Doing what? Oh, so they got them in 2 different places, bro? That's cool. That's really good.
Ball on the field stands, so Kevin O'Connell cannot challenge for the rest of this half because he's now out of timeouts. It was very close. Patrick, you can argue, still has the ball, and when that elbow or shoulder goes down, it's hard to completely ascertain who has possession of it, so they call the field.
Yeah, I think that's the right call. You see that elbow hit the ground.
I got 4 more. I had a fuck down over here.
I think that ended up being the right call, and it's for the Lions.
But that would have been disastrous. Now they go back to work, and David Montgomery running parallel along the line to gain ends up being about a half-yard short. So this is going to be third down and a lot less than a yard here for Detroit trying to convert their first third down of the day. 0 for 2 to start. For one of the best third down teams in the NFL.
Huh? Yeah. Thank you.
They'll run it on third and short, and it looks to be short as Harrison Phillips came in to plug that gap. And now what does Dan Campbell do?
We know Dan Campbell, he's going to go for this. We got an injured Lion down. Watch Graham Glasgow. Watch the backside. He's supposed to cut off Harrison Phillips. He tries cutting him. Great job there by Phillips keeping his feet. And he makes first contact there on Montgomery. Mentioned 73% of plays, 7 out of every 10 plays this Vikings defense faces is a pass. And a big part of that,
All right, I got one more.
they're the best run defense in football.
Excuse me.
I've never in my life trying to find my caller. Mine phoned me.
He said, damn. I said, excuse me. Yeah. Yeah.
Allowance on the purchase of most 2025 Ram 1500 trucks. Don't miss Ram holidays. Hurry in today.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Donald Trump makes a lot of promises, but we can be sure of one thing. If he wins, he'll ignore all checks that rein in a president's power. It's all in Trump's Project 2025 agenda. What does that mean for you? Higher cost on groceries, cuts to Social Security and Medicare, more tax breaks for billionaires, and a national abortion ban putting women's health at risk. A second Trump term, more unhinged, unstable, and unchecked.
Shop Macy's lowest prices of the fall season for the best prices on what you need now. Like coats, sweaters, and updates for your home. Plus, don't miss limited time specials. Today at Macy's.
Can I please get a
Is a chicken Big Mac.
A chicken Big Mac? That's not a Big Mac.
So it is. It's good. A Big Mac.
The chicken Big Mac. Get it while you can. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
You want to be.
The Royal Caribbean.
Fox tomorrow.
No.
Then a 1-1 Lone Star gets wild. Giddy up. And an all-new 911 Lone Star. Then, and an all-new Rescue High Surf.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
My heart.
With a team crashing down. 911 Lone Star, followed by Rescue High Surf. All tomorrow on Fox.
David Montgomery needed help to get off the field. He got rolled up on by a lot of
Come
big
on.
He's got a rushing touchdown.
Wow, right now.
Detroit record 8 straight games. He's now out of the field for another fourth down and short. Dan Campbell got his offense out there to try to convert. They do not have a first down so far.
I got 6 defenders. I think they just made the Lions jump.
Wow. Yep, and here comes the punt unit immediately for Detroit.
So it's really well done. They stem, so they have a call, and everybody shifts sideways, and the idea is the motion from the defenders forces one of the offensive players to jump.
So if it's against Detroit, that's going to push it back to 4th and 5, and the decision becomes way easier to punt now.
Take a look here. The Vikings, see how they move? Really smart. Now the officials are making the decision whether or not they feel like they forced them to jump across the neutral zone. Yeah.
That's the third penalty against Alo Shika.
Harrison Phillips was hoping to get his point across, and Clay told him, man, we're going to have to wait till we hold off a little while. Sure. Again, it's just a sign of a really well-coached team. Fourth and short. You know that offense is really antsy to get off on the snap count on the road with those boys, and stand movement across the front is just enough to flinch, and got to bring out the punt team.
Jack Fox will boot it away to Brandon Powell. It's a 53-yard punt. And Powell, the nearest dive.
Yo.
A flag is thrown. It's tackled by
You said what?
Orlowski. Check that penalty marker.
You're about to go? All right, hold on. I got you.
A stoppage heavy opening quarter.
There is no foul on the play for holding. It's first down.
Detroit is in a 10-0 hold already, but if David Montgomery is out for a significant amount of time in this game, that is a huge bugaboo for Detroit without one of their top backs. That's how we got hurt.
It changes everything. So much of the value of this offense is your ability to stay in those run pass 50-50 down. This could cause Ben Johnson to have to lean more on his heavy, and that goes right into the hands of this Vikings defense. Something to monitor.
This is Ty Chandler. Another flag is thrown.
Called your bluff.
Carlton Davis made the stop. Check that. They're going to get pulled here. Yep.
I fucked it up.
86.
Minnesota will get backed up
At least I
further.
had the confidence
It's
to
one of
say
those
that
where
I do it.
you get run over, and then you end up just pulling the guy
Bad.
down on top of you. So
So
to add
you have
penalty
take
to
credit
insult, you
for
get
that.
run over, and so take a look right here. You get run over.
So that's the injury. And then there's the insult.
So it's not a great play. Not a great play there.
Vikings did activate Robert Tunyon from their practice squad and signed him, so they do have 3 tight ends available. On 1st and 20, not much from Chandler. Good job by Alex Anzalone to get in there. One of their top tacklers, despite missing the game, missed that Week 3 game on the road in Arizona, but he's been solid again this season. 2nd and long for Minnesota come. Jefferson on the near side of the formation against the rookie Terrion Arnold.
Yeah, I would have the balls to do that.
Darnold looking that way. Wow. If he made that catch, that is an impressive throw and catch to the 21-yard line. It'll set up 3rd down for Minnesota if he held on. There is a flag thrown on the play as well. You see the hands, 1 foot down.
See, does he get that left foot down? I don't think he does. I think that's a great effort.
Number 67 offense. That holds from the defender into the quarterback. There's no foul on the play for roughing the passer. Half the distance to the goal. 2nd down.
So it's a moot point regardless, because it'll be another holding penalty here, and Minnesota moves further back.
Take a look here. Aleem McNeil just got that big extension this week. Part of that, you see that low hit. So nice job by the officials determining that the hold by Ingram has been led to that blow below the waist on Darnold. So after they all sorted out, it's 2nd and a mile here for their own end zone.
Line to gain still to 30. Darnold from the end zone, throws over the middle.
Whole fucking thing was
And it is
just fucked
Jalen
up,
Naylor
bro.
holding on for
Because I
it.
fucked it up.
Gets him out to about the 17 or so. So still 3rd and long coming up for Minnesota.
So let's talk about what the Lions can do along the defensive front to replace Aiden Hutchinson. And again, it's been well chronicled, it's going to have to come through a multitude of guys. They've got a lot of really good players. I mean, Carlton Davis talked about him trading for the veteran corner. Brian Branch burst onto the scene last year as a rookie. Kirby Joseph, one of the best safety duos. They've got a lot of good players on this defense. They're going to all have to elevate their game. as this pass rush tries to find their way without Abe Hutchinson.
2 flags, one from each side of the field after some motion.
Ball start. Offense number 56. Underwood penalty. Third down.
That's Garrett Bradbury, center. The same offensive line combo for all 6 games for Minnesota. They did have Dalton Reisner in practice this week, but he is not active today.
He's smoking anyway.
For 2 pretty good offensive lines, I mean, the Lions' offensive lines aren't the best in football. I mean, very sloppy, a lot of holding calls, pre-snap penalties. Take a look here, 0-3. It's been a sloppy day for both these offenses, particularly along the line.
And here comes pressure from Detroit. Darnold has to get rid of it fast. And it is Jordan Addison knocked out by Carlton Davis.
Got a little personal there.
Detroit will get the stop. Now an opportunity to get it back. His colleague Raven. He's got a punt return touchdown in his career a couple of years ago against the Jets. Goff hoping for some decent field position. Ryan Wright will punt it away. Minnesota allowed a long return to Xavier Gibson, the excellent return man of the Jets, in London a couple of weeks ago. Prior to that, 9 yards allowed on punts in the first 4 games before that Gibson return of 31 in London. Good punt. That's a 60-yarder. Here comes Raven. Good thing by Wright to flip the field. Raven takes it past the 30. And Detroit will set up with inside a minute to go in the first. This is how good Detroit's offense has been as of late. Against Seattle and against Dallas. Back-to-back games at 40-plus points for the first time in 60-plus years. They're in a great stretch, and this is really going back to the middle of 2022, but the last 24 games, it's their best run in about 70 years. Ben Johnson
team's crying out to break down a tank for parts, so you're going to deliver for them.
In the
Make the collect and make the drop and fill in all the details in between.
The 31. We'll start with Gibbs. No Montgomery out there, and Gibbs will push ahead for 3 as we check in with Carissa Thompson with a game break. CT.
Think 7, Packers down 3 to the Texans. Jordan Love fires it over the middle to a tight end. Tucker Kraft makes a great fingertip pass for the score. Packers 7-3. Adam?
Detroit will see Green Bay at Lambeau in a couple of weeks. Minnesota had that big lead against the Packers, who came back to make it close, but that was one of the 5 Minnesota wins. You see that extra man come up for Minnesota. It's a screen pass from Amon-Ra St. Brown, and there's the first down for Detroit. Good blocking by Jamison Williams along the edge as well. And that'll take us to the end. What was an up and down first quarter, to say the least. The Vikings started hot. The Jones touchdown, the long Riker field goal. 10-0 to the second.
Why would I use him to have my EDS delivered to my door? I love pharmacy lines.
Why would I use medically proven ingredients to regrow my hair to the ends? I love wearing hats 24/7.
Why would I choose weight loss treatment? I love selling off my prized possessions.
Why wouldn't I get high quality care? I love Hims. Get treatment you'll actually love at Hims.com.
Tomorrow, I'm so sorry for your loss. With this, come crashing down. Rescue High Surf, only tomorrow night on Fox. It's alive! Alongside windows had built a monster. A monster of an offer. 80 months, no interest, with no down payment.
Ford save an extra 20% off when you pay cash. Plus, half off every window you buy. We've created our best offer yet. You'll save thousands, and installation is guaranteed by the holidays.
Damn, bro.
No interest. Don't let this monster get away. Call Walmart today.
Get with the bag. Let's have a party as FS1's brand new line. We're gonna change up the vibe. Everything you need.
Have some fun, old guy. Undeniably, my favorite company. Real.
All day.
I'm not surprised.
Every weekday. Yeah, for sure. It's one of those.
Damn, what the fuck, yo?
David Montgomery on the fight, so a good sign at the very least for
Hey,
Detroit.
oh,
A
that's
little bit of love
good
for his
shit.
teammates as he hopes to come back in this game. A rocky first quarter for Detroit, to say the least. 10-0 Minnesota.
And you mentioned the success this Lions offense has had. High-scoring offense in football. I can't stress enough. It's the value of the first down. They're the best in the league, over 7 yards per play on first down. In that first quarter, averaging just 3. So something to keep an eye on. It's been a lot of pressure and blitz on first down.
There is Gibbs. He'll pick up a couple of yards. We check in with Cam Oliver.
Kevin, your defense is stiffened some, but you got up step faster.
Alright, I see how it's gonna be. If I can make it back without getting killed. Get in! Get the fuck in!
Let them doing their job. We're going to be just fine. Just got to settle in a little bit. Got off to the great start. Popped the run. But it's going to be a grind. We know that.
Oh, nah, yo. Fuck.
Get some points on the board.
Yeah, it's just a whole game plan of trying to see if we can stop the run, get them into third and longer situations, and then that's when Flo and our guys go to work, and a lot of things come to life. Thank you.
Well, Jared Goff off to a perfect start. He's done this a couple of times. Went 18 for 18 against Seattle. He started that Arizona game hot earlier this year when he went 14 for 14. So that's familiar territory for Goff. Fishing. He's got a first down. Gibbs is the back. White lined up as the fullback. On the right, here's Gibbs. Good run. Best run. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs answers back for Detroit. And it'll one of the best elements in this Lions run game. Yes, they are highly efficient, but they are explosive. And Jahmyr Gibbs replacing for right now Montgomery. That's one of the best 1-2 combinations in the entire league. And this offense had been really a little sluggish there in the first quarter, and they got that explosive run at the perfect time.
I take it this isn't a social call.
It's
Give me a shout when you've made your mind up.
Jahmyr Gibbs' 2-year NFL career. It's the longest run that Minnesota has allowed this season. 45 yards. And it's the first time that the Vikings have allowed a touchdown from outside the red zone. That's how good the defense has been for the Vikings. That's how good that run was for Gibbs. And the Lions are right back in it early second quarter.
The time has come to Michigan. The time has come to Michigan. The time has come to Michigan.
Now that is what trying to do with this concept. Unfortunately, I'm sure it's too much already.
Hurry up! Oh yeah. Y'all ain't stopping shit now.
It is electric.
Hey, Devontae.
Play music.
Biggest thing I've learned so far is this monster. No. Found it. Finding my light. Knowing my cue. Just trying not to overthink things. For all but
Technology. On cold refreshment. It's back on. Cold sweater. Cheers to your moods. I don't like to sometimes
When you're with Amex Gold, you can stack up to $400 in dining value annually. So sharing the same taste after all these years stays sweet. The powerful backing of American Express.
critics are calling Word in a Small Town fantastic. And this Tuesday. Yeah, this is he's gonna kill it. I'm your host right now. Word in a Small Town, Tuesday at 8 on Fox.
The Lions only mustered 54 yards in the early going, and then Jahmyr Gibbs says, I'll take care of it. 45-yard shooting run. And Gibbs, a second-year man out of Alabama, one of their first-round picks last year. In the absence of David Montgomery, for the time being, comes up with a big play. And Detroit's right back in. Fourth touchdown of the year, and now Jake Bates will pull it away. And Cam Akers right back with the Minnesota Vikings. His first NFL return. And will not make it to the 25-yard line. They're able to stop him, and there is a flag thrown on the near side of the field.
Illegal formation, Detroit number 15. 5 yards will be added to the end of the run. First down.
I'll put him shy of the 30, back in the score.
Yeah, so it's these six-man fronts, these 5 or 6-man fronts. That's what's been giving them trouble. Metellus and Smith, they bring perimeter pressure. That's what's been giving this Lions offense so much trouble. But here, nice job, Amon-Ra St. Brown on the right side of Metellus. They cut off the backside, and then it's just Jahmyr Gibbs. He's just running the open space. Penei Sewell to Patrick. He makes Bynum miss. Finally, they're able to crack that first and second down pressure package that gave them fits in the first quarter. And supposed to play touchdown.
Nice.
They get to Jones, pump it to Jefferson, and now Darnold takes off. He's got a first down and more. And he slides shy of midfield. Darnold's mobility on display. It's his longest run of the season of 19 yards.
Yeah, this is one of the problems. They're going to add Campbell here late, the middle linebacker. And when you play a lot of man coverage, there's just not a lot of eyes on the quarterback. Really nice job there by Aaron Jones, the back, seeing Campbell add, and no eyes on the quarterback. Everyone's just watching the receiver they're matched up with. And Sam Darnold is a very good athlete at the quarterback position, and they let him get loose.
Got a nice scramble against the 49ers to set up the field goal in week 2.
Nothing like transporting a batch of arms
Jones
across
play,
the
Aaron
most
Jones.
state in the country. Give me that serotonin spike, right?
Jones dives
It
ahead.
just used to be one of the
David
agency's
Yard.
hazing rituals, but I digress. The store is all set to take receipt of the goods.
They got a
As
line
soon as you drop
down.
them off, you get paid.
That's Josh
Safe
Pascal.
travels.
Again, a guy who's helping to fill in that edge rushing gap left by Aiden Hutchinson. They elevated a couple of guys. They signed a couple of guys up to the active roster. But they've had that position be a position of turnover. Hutchinson hurt. Good to see Pascal. Kyle Pecco, a defensive lineman, got hurt last week. Marcus Davenport got hurt early in the year. John Kaminsky is missing the season because of a summer knee injury. A lot of positional depth on display for Detroit, but a lot of really good players on the IR, too.
Now the rookie, Mekhi Wingo, number 94, he just came in as an extra defensive lineman to replace Pascal. Right now it's all hands on deck off that defensive front.
Darnold floats it. Sideline. Looking for Jefferson. There is a flag thrown on the far side of the field where Terrion Arnold was covering. This may be a procedure penalty, though, against Minnesota. We'll see. Initial indication was pointing to the sideline of the Vikings.
Physical formation. Offense. That's number 3. Number eligible for. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Addison needed to be off the line, so he gets tagged for formation penalty.
And this is something that Sam Darnold was very honest with. He said the pre-snap penalties, delay games, illegal motion, shifts, jumping offside. He's like, that's something that I have to shoulder. I need to do a better job operationally getting us in and out of the huddle because most of their drives all season, and especially true here today so far, have really been thrown off track by penalties.
10 flags. Not all of them have been accepted penalties, but 10 flags for first down between the clubs. Darnold waiting, finds Addison, and a good job of getting to the ball by Brian Branch, who was Defensive Player of the Week in the NFC after his performance against Dallas. Couple of picks and a forced fumble after he had missed time with a concussion. They're happy to have him back in that secondary. He's one of the best in the game right now.
No question. And the combination of him and Kirby Joseph together, they make one of the best groups. And Aaron Glenn, he didn't shy away. I asked him, I said, in your mind, you have one of the best safety duos in all of football. And he said, there's no doubt. Yep. There's no question. Their ability to be versatile, both as coach and down in the box players, and their ability to separate the ball from the man. He's like, there's not a lot of guys in the league that have that.
Lions bring pressure. Darnold has one-on-one, and right on cue, it's Brian Branch reaching out in front of Jalen Naylor for the pass breakup.
I mean, how many safeties in the NFL can go match up in the slot and play one-on-one? He's so good around the ball. He's so good with his hands, playing the ball in space without getting penalties. I mean, he burst onto the scene last year, that pick 6 on opening night, and what at the time was the upset of the defending Super Bowl champs Chiefs, and he's been great ever since.
Ryan Wright boots it away, gets some hang time on this one, and Raymond with a fair catch ball into the ground on a 34-yard punt. So now Darnold saw some pressure and saw some good defensive back play. Branch coming up big. Might be a little bit sloppy at times, but this is a tight one. We get the feeling this might be a good one at the end of the day. 10-7 Minnesota.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back. Start to break away from UC with Tremfya, with rapid relief at 4 weeks. Tremfya blocks a key source of inflammation. At 1 year, many people experienced remission, and some saw 100% visible healing of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need
for some wheels? I'm Johnny on the spot. I'll hook you up.
Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
Hey, what are those?
Little Caesar's crazy bugs. Everyone's getting them.
Yeah, kiddo. Everyone but you.
Everyone but you, kiddo. Oh, the crazy pasta $3.99 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars. Pizza, pizza.
I'll bring it to you.
Every time.
I got stuff to do.
Why not? Hey, I need that senior discount.
You think we should have that?
Take the next exit.
Tomorrow, this all-new 911 Lone Star gets wild. Getting up. 911 Lone Star, the final season, followed by Rescue High Surf tomorrow on Fox.
Week 7 continues later today on CBS and Fox, followed by Sunday Night Football as the Jets face the Steelers on NBC, and concludes with 2 games Monday night on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN+. Then Week 8 kicks off with Thursday Night Football on Prime Video. Stream games live on your mobile device with NFL+.
Back at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, David Montgomery back on the field after that first quarter injury. He is back from the 17 for Detroit. A fake to Montgomery, who stays in the block. Goff is able to find Amon-Ra St. Brown for the grab and a first down. Let's check in with Pam Oliver, what she learned about David Montgomery.
Yeah, Fontaine Gibbs was running for a retard on that last Lions touchdown. David Montgomery, he was leading the thugs to the Raiders. Montgomery is giving it a go. The designation on him had been questionable with a knee injury, but his status obviously improved.
Well, he was in there to block, and then a personal foul, roughing the passer call, which is going to tack on 15. Another low hit that time. That was Ivan Pace Jr., who went low on Goff, who immediately got the flag. So a 17-yard play to St. Brown, and then add 15 on the penalty. So just like that, they're up to the 49.
Man, that's the first ball that Goff has really thrown downfield prior to that last pass. Mostly behind the line of scrimmage, a lot of short stuff. So they're going to continue on early downs to push the ball downfield through their play action.
Metellus came in on a run blitz, and good to see Montgomery on the move as he's able to pick up about 6 before Tillery brings him down. Now you have to separate a couple of gentlemen as Raymond and Jerry Tillery are in each other's faces. 2nd and 4 coming.
There's so many things that Jared Goff has been good at this year. We talked about how good he is against the blitz and how important that would be today against this Flores-led Vikings defense. But he's one of the few quarterbacks in the league that actually has thrown for more yards in play action than he has in just traditional drop back. It's such a key component to this offense.
St. Brown able to maneuver the first down and inside the 35-yard line. So St. Brown getting involved. He picks up a dozen.
Really nice job here. Metellus adds late. Montgomery's supposed to come pick him up. He gets a late jump. Goff just sees it and just gets the ball out of his hand. Just understands where his short outlets are. Amon-Ra St. Brown is as reliable receiver in the NFL. And Goff pretty much knows where he is on every snap.
And another efficient start. It's been so good to begin games. 8 of 8 to start this one. It's flag though.
Offense, number 5. 5-yard penalty. First down.
That was Montgomery getting a little bit of a head start. You talk about some of the metrics and what Goff has been able to do. He's been great in play action, but against the blitz this year, he's been about as good as anybody, as you mentioned.
Yeah, the fact that you can have that efficiency and completion percentage and throw the ball downfield, that's the combination, the explosive nature of this Lions offense. That's really the key to everything they do, run and pass.
Average QB rating is 90. He's at 150 against the blitz.
Is that good?
Pretty good. Here is Montgomery, wrapped up by Metellus, as he got some of the penalty yardage back. It'll be 2nd down and long up. Metellus everywhere on the field. That's typical. And that's why Brian Flores loves this guy so much. He ended up signing an extension for a couple more years. He can line up at linebacker, defensive back. He's lined up on the defensive line. One of the pieces for Brian Flores in this chess game.
Another example here. 7 guys up at the line of scrimmage. They're showing cover 0. Now it's just a question who drops and who comes.
They break 6. They drop 1. Launching Goff over the top for St. Brown. And Detroit
Go, St. Brown. Thanks for the points, brother.
Damn, bro, let Montgomery get a touchdown, damn it.
Against the pressure and blitz.
Montgomery injured?
He was good that time.
And watch, Tim Patrick, he's going to come block Dan
Good
Gingle.
line.
They drop Patterson Smith, so now he becomes the extra blocker. It's just the time that Goff needs to beat this cover
He
0.
literally just returned from an injury.
Great awareness, great scheme by Ben Johnson.
He's over there
And 2
riding the
guys that
bike,
have played at a
though,
high
trying to
level
get back.
together with Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jared Goff.
So after the sluggish start, a couple of touchdown drives
Ride the bike. Yeah.
on a couple of big plays. The Gibbs 45-yard run and the St. Brown reception from 34. The Lions are on top midway through the second.
Oh, yeah?
A gladiator.
Yeah.
Their lives on for you. Because this is what they believe in. I'm a one. Rage. And rage is your fist.
Rated R. You've earned this, so hold it up high. This isn't a hobby, it's a lifestyle. Fine dining's in the rust. You put your own stamp on stock parts, turning them into murals, and detailing every detail. Because it's the things you make to show what you're made of. You are a fighter. This is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
People always say, until it isn't. Remember before AI when you had to type to search? And when you couldn't ask your phone to do this? Put these restaurants on the map. What about taking a photo and reimagining it? Man, remember when all phones pretty much did the same stuff? That's all I did. Introducing the all-new Pixel 9 series with Gemini.
The tradition, the atmosphere, the pageantry, and the passion. Big New Saturday.
Will Howard and Ohio State take on Dylan Raiola in Nebraska. Watch out! It's Big News Saturday on Fox. Lions were facing their biggest deficit of the season at 10. It took 5 minutes to wipe it out. 2 big plays to Gibbs and St. Brown. And a rare moment for the Minnesota Vikings to be trailing as Detroit has jumped out in front for the first time today. Bates is going to go short here. And it will be brought out by Akers. And he's going to get it wrapped up right near the 25-yard line. This is just so good. So it's a 7-man look, and they only have 6 blockers. And then all of a sudden, Tim Patrick, the wide receiver, he becomes number 7. It's just enough bodies to just clog everything up, and it's just cover 0. Amon-Ra St. Brown runs right by the safety dropping down. Look, he looks, brings Patrick in motion. He knows exactly. Look left, and this ball was going to Amon-Ra St. Brown from the jump. The chess match continues. Only the 7th snap of the season for the Minnesota offense while trailing. Darnold finds Jefferson. Made that catch right near the 40-yard line. Took the hit from Kirby Joseph, and he picks up 15. Play a nice route here. They play cover 2 zone. Arnold's just playing an underneath cloud corner. That's the soft spot in the zone. Right behind the hook player, Anzalone, and right in front of the safety. That's the perfect spot to attack cover 2. And they're not going to play zone a lot. When they do, they're going to take advantage of it. Back to the ground, David Jones. And he gets tripped up and picks up about 4. So we check into Carissa Thompson for a game break, CT.
Thanks so much, Adam. Eagles up 7 on 4th and 3. Jalen Hurts drops back. Here's this one out to A.J. Brown. 41 yards for the score. Williams Hurts, 14-0.
Good start for the Eagles and for Nick Sirianni as well after drama last week against Cleveland. Try to get to 4-2 or the Eagles. On second down, they floated out for Jones. It's a very good pass catcher. He's got the first down and is able to slip both Rodriguez and Joseph to get near the 40 of Detroit. A 12-yard catch and run for Aaron Jones. He's their second leading receiver behind Justin Jefferson. And a nice job there by Sam Darnold. You heard him touch his head and go, can.
He checked to the swing to Jones. He saw the man coverage matchup, and he knows that's one-on-one with Campbell. He's trying to get O'Neal, the right tackle, out on Campbell, but it doesn't matter. That's a matchup in space that most linebackers are going to have a hard time with against the back like Aaron Jones.
From the 45, where he stepped out, Jones muscles ahead into the body of DJ Reader. Reader, a new addition for Detroit's front. He actually suffered an injury against the Vikings with the Bengals late last season. Had to miss the opener this year. But he's key in the middle for Detroit.
Keep your eye right here on Brian Branch. He's about 12, 13 yards deep. He made the pass, forced incomplete pass on the last drive, and then to be able to fill from 13 yards all the way down into the point of the run fit. You mentioned how good he is in space versus the pass and in run support. That's two great examples on back-to-back drives.
Fake it to Jones, off the play action. Darnold's got time. Underthrow, looking for Addison, and what a play by Brian Branch. Continues to make impact play after impact play. And that's 3 picks in the last 2 games for the second-year man out of Alabama.
Well, it's like he's listening in on the call. I mean, you can't play so many different positions so well. There's just not a lot of guys who can do it. He's the robber on the backside of the coverage. He just jumps the crossing route, and Sam Darnold just never sees him.
He was their nickel last year, could play safety, could line up as a linebacker.
It's just not a lot of versatile young players on defense around the league that can do it. Not just do the amount of things he can do, but do them at a really high level. And these last 2 possessions, big great example.
So now the Lions going to work back to the ground game with Jahmyr Gibbs, who spins his way for about 8. Good blocking on the perimeter by Decker. That Detroit defense, that is now 10 straight games for Detroit with a takeaway. It's the longest streak going in the NFL. They had 5 takeaways against Dallas in their last game. Such a key for both of these defenses, and Detroit gets the takeaway here.
You want to see good teams in the NFL. Show me teams that can generate explosive plays on offense and take the ball away on defense.
Goal protected. We'll check it down to Gibbs. And he works into Viking territory with a good catch and run.
Yeah, so the biggest difference from the first quarter to the second quarter is these Minnesota Viking defensive blitzes are not getting home, both versus the run and now versus the pass. Goff's having a lot more time. At that point, he got all the way down to his check down. This blitz can't get home, and that was the case last year in the 2 matchups between these teams. They didn't sack them either of the 2 games, and they've settled down here in the second quarter against this blitz-happy Vikings team.
Now it's Gibbs up the gut, stiff-arming his way to a good run, and still pushing that pile forward progress. Gives him about 9.
We haven't talked enough about this offensive line. I know they got off to a little bit of a shaky start, a couple holding balls, a couple issues there with the young guy at right guard. Tell you what, this is probably across the board the best offensive line combination of run and pass. Penei Sewell, Taylor Decker, Ragnow. I mean, this is as good as it gets, and they're starting to have their way here in the second quarter.
Well, quick one past the sticks for St. Brown, who holds on tightly as he gets shoved out by Stephon Gilmore, the excellent veteran corner at the 35. It's a fresh set of downs for Detroit. That's 5 targets now, 5 catches for Amon-Ra St. Brown, who's gotten a lot more involved these last couple of drives. And Jared Goff continues these excellent starts to the season. 18 for 18 against Seattle. 13 for 13 Arizona, 11 for 11 so far today. They got dressed like can't buy him on the stands. Here is Montgomery Another run blitz. That time it gets home for Minnesota. You saw Metellus in there, and then Jonathan Bullard with the tackle.
Yeah, that time it was the appropriate blitz. A couple times they blitzed the wrong side and they let Gibbs get out on the long touchdown. This time they slanted the line front side and allowed the run-through players to chase it down from behind.
And Johnson said, I know what Brian Flores wants to do. We can't pretend to be surprised by these exotic looks or these extra men coming in on runs and passes.
Similar look to the cover zero touchdown to St. Brown in the last possession. This time they drop.
Goff looking for a window. And it is scooped up off the deck by Sam Laporta. Jared Tillery bringing some heat on Jared Goff. But a floater to Laporta for 25 yards and a first down into the red zone. That takes us to the 2-minute warning. Laporta, who had that great rookie season, had the injury against Minnesota late. Is able to save that one to set Detroit up after back-to-back touchdown drives there in the red zone.
This is the most important timeout I've ever called.
Things are getting out of control out there, and we need to recruit.
Hate is winning out there.
Not on these fields,
In our communities, on our streets, in our schools.
And we need to stop it.
So let's take this moment.
To change the momentum.
We call a timeout.
On hate. Together.
Check this out. Let's say you want to build your own parlay, okay? ESPN Bet now has profit boosts that you could use to increase your winnings. If I parlay this money line with these points and total yards, that is boosted.
Want me to boost your latte?
Boosted, baby.
Boost it. Enjoy your boost. Profit boosts, all new parlay lounge, and up to $1,000 in bonus bets with a first bet reset on ESPN Bet.
It ain't my dad's razor, Dad.
Hey, watch it.
It's from Gillette Labs. This green bar releases dropped hairs from my face.
Game changer.
While the Flex Disc contours to it, so the 5 blades can get virtually every hair in one stroke for the ultimate Gillette shaving experience. The best the man can get is Gillette Labs.
In 18 years, Grant Gill will become an in-prom legend. That's why he's preparing for it now, with health tips and wellness tools from AARP to help make sure his health lives as long as he does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
All my favorites were just $7 each. That's crazy. Or am I crazy?
These supplies are on the move. Bring down the transport before they fly out of state and you can salvage the hardware. We've allocated a technical aqua for your use.
The two quarterbacks who've been so sharp in their first 5 starts this season, the two head coaches who have empowered those quarterbacks. Minnesota had the first 10, Detroit has the last 14, and Detroit's got a first down at the 11 of the Vikings. No challenges inside of 2 minutes. Here is Gibbs, pressing the line and squeezes ahead for a couple. Minnesota cannot stop the clock. They're out of timeouts. Vikings are slated to receive the second half kickoff as well.
Be interesting to see how Ben Johnson approaches this. Knowing Minnesota can't stop the clock, but knowing that they're going to get the ball coming out in the second half. You don't want to give them an opportunity for an extra possession. Keeps it on the ground there on first down. Now it's 2nd and 9. This seems like an opportunity to be a little bit more aggressive. Interior incomplete pass. Touchdown here would be critical.
Raymond in motion. Give to Montgomery. He gets wrapped up by Bernard from the backside. The clock will continue to move inside of a minute. It's 3rd down and 6. You can still get a first down at the 1-yard line.
And puts a lot of pressure now on the third down. Something they've done well here is they just haven't faced a lot. After that slow start, and faced a lot of third downs. Only 3 total. First 2 drives were 3 downs. Clearly, they don't want to leave any time here for a Minnesota possession. You've got to imagine they're running this thing down to 1 second on the play clock, and Dan Campbell will call timeout.
We'll set things up for third down on the other side of a timeout. There's the break. We'll check in with Kurt Menefee.
Coming up on the Verizon Halftime Show, man, what a double feature we have for you. We'll have highlights from the matinees, including the Packers and Texans, and we'll set the stage for the marquee event on Fox, the Super Bowl Nationals and Niners. We'll see you at the end of this game.
Well played, Kurt. What a day and what a theater that we have here. This beautiful stage, this $1 billion palace, U.S. Bank Stadium. A third down and 7 coming up. It's Gibbs, the back. Good goal. Started all the first long. And it's a run for Gibbs against the pressure. He bangs it in for a touchdown.
Yes,
Remember earlier in the first quarter, we said they love running the ball on third down. The key is you got to have a scheme you feel good about. All up, 0-look, man coverage. We're able to catch ball bounce and bring in extra receivers, and he's the crack on the end. He gets an extra body. And after they get the problem with having everybody up, there's no second level run and chase players. Once you get through the line of scrimmage, it's over. Yeah. Big Bates has started his NFL career. 19 for 20 on PATs. 26 seconds left in the half. Now this. Hey, Jay for State Farm. Check it out.
The old Bundle-Rooski. Or you can bundle home and auto and save money. The old Bundle-Rooski.
Ooh, that's a better line.
Plus, it's more fun to say. Bundle-Rooski.
Yeah.
Bundle-Rooski. 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 Bundle-Rooski.
You're gonna have to do it out for now.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say that.
Bundle and save with a personal price plan.
He can, though.
Well, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Remember the pick by Ryan Branch, where Darnold didn't see him. He had the interception. They're able to take about 5 minutes off the clock, really put Minnesota in a bad spot with not a lot of time at the end of this half. They get the touchdown. So after Detroit faced its largest deficit of the season at 10, and now Minnesota facing a deficit, a rare one, their largest now at 11. 21 straight points for Detroit. Oh, tough knuckler, and it's touched by Akers. He's going to have to save it for the touchback. This will not go to the 30 because he made contact. Friday night on Fox. What a thriller for the Yankees in extra innings against Cleveland yesterday. They've got their spot in the World Series. Now it's up to the Dodgers and Mets to decide who will face them. But the World Series starts up with Game 1 on Friday at 7 Eastern on Fox. 23 seconds and no timeouts. Not a whole lot of options for Minnesota here. Yeah, they'll get the ball to start the second half. Darnold with 8 back in coverage. He'll toss it to Johnny Woods. It's ruled a complete pass. That does stop the clock at 17 seconds.
You know, it's amazing when you take a look at great offenses like the Lions have been for years under Ben Johnson since he took over as the play caller. they can get off the slow starts, and then it feels like at any moment it's that one play, that one big, and all of a sudden everything changes. And it was really that Gibbs run. Prior to that, they hadn't done anything. Then they followed up with the long explosive play to Amon-Ra St. Brown, and next thing you know, you're rolling. And that's just the difference between good offenses and great offenses.
Give it to Jones. Big run. Was hoping to crack something open quick, but that'll take us to the end of the first half. First 10 belong to Minnesota. Next 21 to Detroit. Vikings slated to get the second half. Our first half stats are brought to you by State Farm. Both quarterbacks very efficient, but Darnold does have the pick. And I'll tell you, it's been surgical, especially in that second quarter for Goff. Excellent against the blitz, excellent against zone coverage. Right now, Brian Flores at halftime, he's got to come out with a little bit of a change-up because after having a lot of success in the first quarter, Ben Johnson adjusted, and they didn't have any answers for it there before the half. Vikings had only trailed for 3.5 minutes all season until Detroit was able to take the lead and jump out. It's the end of the first half. Detroit 21, Minnesota 10. We're pumped for a good second half from Minneapolis. For now, off to Los Angeles for the Verizon halftime with Kurt Menefee and the boys.
Well, it's Verizon time in the NFL, powered by Verizon.
Minnesota led 10-0 after one quarter. What a turnaround for Detroit in the second half as we welcome you to Verizon halftime. Let's check in on Saquon Barkley going back to the Meadowlands.
There's the reception. That'll make you feel good. Fluid. Under ball handling, read the block, guard out front, pushing the linebacker or the corner out of the way. Then Barkley on a 55-yard sprint down the left sideline. After that great run, reward him with this effort. Good effort by Barkley and the line pushing him in from 3 yards out on Philadelphia in the first half, 14-0 over the New York Football Giants.
Atlanta, yes.
There he is, Geno Smith, the leading passer in the NFL. Back sets up, look, down the middle, steps up, avoided, then guns this ball down the middle for DK Metcalf. That's cover two, both safeties split. It takes a strong arm and great concentration by Metcalf because you know the collision is coming. Beautiful job by Seattle. 17-7, Seahawks over the Atlanta Falcons. Miami at the end, Indianapolis. Coach Anthony Richardson, second-year quarterback, back for Colts at quarterback. Watches though as Tyler Huntley drops this one off to Smith. 10-yard touchdown to Tagovailoa standing on the sideline. Hopefully he'll be back soon at quarterback for the Dolphins. Dolphins, though, 10, Indianapolis 3. Before the game, Stephon Diggs and Jair Alexander exchanged a few words. Nothing pleasant, I'm sure. Out of the eye, single back, I should say. Joe Mixon plows in from 4 yards out. Houston with a 5-point lead. 19-14 on the road at Lambeau Field against the Green Bay Packers.
What's that?
Titans, Amari Cooper coming over from Cleveland.
I got Purdy in.
Makes no difference. Mason Rudolph at quarterback with Levis out injured. He throws right. He finds Akina there on a 4-yard strike. Nice job by Rudolph as he spotted the receiver open.
And I have Dell on the bench.
Over the Buffalo Bills. Nick Chubb back at running back. Been out. Hurt his knee. Had the surgery. Back a year out.
But this is Deshaun Watson. Yeah,
just
went down. Nobody even touched him.
Going down. Right there, goes down, and a lot of pain. He's carried his card off the field. I have no idea what that injury is, folks. But as soon as we get it, we will relay that information on the then out of the eye. Chubb bounces outside to the left, a 1-yard touchdown. Good to have Chubb back in the game. 7-6, Cincinnati on top of Cleveland early this morning. Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars. Play action, single set up, fire down the middle of the football field. Beautiful throw. Wow, what a catch. Brian Thomas Howie there on the post route makes a great catch. Then, of course, tanked it. It goes in from 1 yard out. And a nice job by Jacksonville as they get their second win on the year, 32-16 over the New England Patriots.
All right, Michael, what a second quarter for Jared Goff and this offense for
Detroit. Yeah, they go down 10-0. You think Minnesota's on their way to keep their undefeated streak going. But then, Detroit showed up with this balanced offense, the running game, Jahmyr Gibbs. But in the passing game, I mean, this guy right here, Amon-Ra St. Brown, there just finds the zone 17 yards. Here just sits in the zone, gets 12-yard gain there, and there was a blitz. Offensive line picks it up well, and a perfect pass there by Jared Goff for the touchdown. And, it's hard to play on the road. Minnesota's an extremely hard place to play. And to keep your composure when you're down 10-0 against an undefeated team and go up by 11, that shows how strong
as a quarterback, when you see a blitz come from the side and you're able to come over here and hit a guy down the middle, that's pretty special.
Jared Goff, 12 for 12 in the first half. He's completed 87% of his passes the last 10 quarters. Here's a guy who's doing pretty well. Back-to-back Super Bowl championships for Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And they'll go in a Super Bowl rematch in America's Game of the Week against Brock Purdy and the 49ers. That comes your way when the contest is down in Minnesota with 2 more quarters to go from there as Jahmyr Gibbs, nice little juke move, getting Horizon play of the first half. Give him a bit.
The Verizon Halftime Show is brought to you by Verizon, the NFL, powered by Verizon 5G.
Fox Wednesday, Barbie joins the Masked Singer.
Start my Barbie car for me, will ya?
Plus the song that Ken was born to sing. Then territory is threatened on the floor. It all comes down to the wire.
Second on the clock.
The floor is all new after the Masked Singer, Wednesday on Fox.
Sawyer Chevrolet just got into shipping a brand new 25 tracks. This sleek sporty SUV is the best of both worlds. Leases start at just $139 per month or purchase for only $272. You never overpay at Sawyer Chevrolet.
Life is full of challenges and opportunities. Having a partner you can rely on makes all of the difference. That's why Eden Community Bank is trusted by our neighbors. Trusted for easy and convenient solutions. Trusted for quick decisions. Trusted to look out for your financial well-being. The vitality of a community is driven by the financial success of the people who live and work there. We are here to make that happen. Eden Community Bank, member FDIC.
Being a starting quarterback for the Lions, moving out here to Detroit, what's the first thing you learned about car insurance?
Yeah, I learned it's a challenge, and I'm curious what brought you to Michigan.
We were a big part of the new reform laws that were passed in 2019, went into effect in 2021. So it gave us an opportunity to get affordable rates to people in Michigan that they've been starving for years.
Amazing. Anything else?
Yeah, go Lions.
Cheer up, Chips. Drive well.
It's the worst of Washington. Mike Rogers got $1 million from the drug industry and voted against letting Medicare negotiate lower prescription prices. Rogers even opposed the law capping the price of insulin. He voted to shield drug companies from legal liability when their defective medicines kill people, and voted to take away guaranteed Medicare benefits. Mike Rogers sold us out to the drug industry. Wayne Sens responsible for the content of this ad.
Sawyer Chevrolet just got into shipping a brand new 25 tracks. This sleek and sporty SUV is the best of both worlds. Leases start at just $139 per month or purchase for only $272. You never overpay at Sawyer Chevrolet.
Hi, I'm Jared Goff. You're watching Fox 47, home of the Detroit Lions. Later today, it's America's Game of the Week. Patrick Mahomes and the undefeated Kansas City Chiefs against Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers. It's a Super Bowl rematch for the ages. It's entertainment you don't want to miss, and you can catch it only starting at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific here on Fox.
Starts your day with a bang. Let's have a party as FS1's brand new lineup. We're going to change up the vibe. Brings you everything you need.
Have some fun, old guy.
To level up your door.
Undeniably, my favorite company.
I'm not surprised.
Every weekday on FS1.
Kyle the Nun Guy leads Rutgers touchdown against Miller Moss and USC. Fox College Football Friday kicks off at 11 p.m. Eastern.
You want to be a lifeguard?
Rescue High Surf is the hottest show on TV.
This is the real deal.
And tomorrow,
You think she's alright? Local surf legend died. She's the last one to touch your body.
Just bail. And he took off.
for the team, My heart.
Crashing down.
Hold up!
Rescue High Surf, only tomorrow at 9 on Fox.
Carl Berkeley, Chief of Police.
Murder in a small town, all new Tuesdays on Fox.
Being an NFL player demands knowledge, preparation, and skill. Protecting demands the most cutting-edge helmet technology. The NFL drives innovation through testing, data, and collaboration with helmet manufacturers, leading this season to the 5 safest helmets ever tested, with more position-specific models tailored to player roles, and 3D scanning for custom fits to enhance protection and performance. Before any helmet goes on, safety goes in.
It was Jahmyr Gibbs' touchdown that got the Lions on the board and going. They end the half with 3 straight scoring drives. Kevin O'Connell looks for some answers in the second half. Campbell's up.
Tubi is proud to be free for our teachers. We have kids who skip class to throw rocks at windows, because Tubi is free for everyone.
On the football field, it's important to have really good coverage. The same goes for life. You need a teammate who's got your back, no matter what. Right now, it's time to select your family's Medicaid health insurance provider for next year before it's assigned for you. Just visit healthcareformi.com before September 17th to compare your options. Take control of your healthcare today because good coverage really matters, right, Nick?
Fall is calling for adventure in a Ford SUV for conquering Michigan's terrain effortlessly and navigating every path with absolute control. This fall, our complete lineup of Ford SUVs calls for your journey to begin today. AZ Plan lessees get a new Escape for $279 a month with $1789 down when trading in a vehicle. Only at your neighborhood Michigan Ford dealer.
Create your dream kitchen with Clearview Cabinetry. With multi-purpose finishes and features to choose from, you'll be sure to find a style that's perfect for you. Get these La Home kitchen cabinets for $39.99.99 after rebate. Finish your project with countertops from Menards. From elegant to everyday options, we have what you need to update your living space. Take home Preco laminate countertops today, starting at $29.98 each after 11% rebate.
Save me money and progress.
According to official documents, Curtis Hertel signed a hush agreement to negotiate giving millions of your tax dollars to a company controlled by China. Later, Hertel votes for the deal and gets campaign contributions from the law firm lobbying for it.
Mr. Hertel, why'd you give tax dollars to the Chinese Communist Party?
A threat to Michigan.
Merriweather, for all your private security needs.
Liberal
How can I help?
Curtis
A
Hertel
helicopter will be with you shortly.
is responsible for the content of this ad.
It's time for Drive. Wednesdays at 7:30 on your home for the Lions, Fox 47.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any use of this broadcast. The cavalry has arrived. Gang with under the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
Today's game flow is brought to us by Progressive as we welcome you back to Minneapolis and U.S. Bank Stadium. Lions with an 11-point lead. The Vikings getting set to receive the second half kickoff. Amon-Ra St. Brown, crucial for Jared Goff's continued success. Goff 12 for 12 in that first half.
Boy, ain't no way.
Sam Darnold 9 for
Boy,
12,
ain't no way,
but
boy.
did have the interception.
Ain't no way,
Jefferson,
boy.
just 3 catches for 33 yards.
There's no way I just did it.
Cam Akers is not back there this time. And Brandon Powell will let that one hit in the landing zone and then roll in. So a short touchback coming. That one midside. Cam Oliver, this is a great game to set the table for the day. And first 10 belong to Minnesota, the last 21 to Detroit.
Yeah, and right now, this feels like a really critical drive. I mean, the opening drive here, Minnesota's going to get the ball. They've got to get something going on the ground, get something going with their under-center play-action pass, and start generating some downfield shots. That's really what Sam Darnold's been the best at all season long. Continue to get Justin Jefferson one-on-one, down camera, downfield. Give him a shot to go up and compete for the ball.
Well, looking for Jefferson, who snatches that one out of midair and gets a big gain up the sideline and steps out. Right on cue, they try to get Jefferson involved for his best catch of the day, 14 yards.
And we mentioned they can move him around and line him up. This time he's the number 3, so he's the inside third receiver in a trick set. He's close to shoestring that going down the sideline. Just can't quite stay in bounds. Nice first down, easy completion to your best player and let him do the rest. Another time here. So they go 1, 2, 3. Always starting outside of the double receivers.
Some other time.
So from that 3 position in the slot, excellent job by Malcolm Rodriguez to disengage and make the stop. Cam Oliver had Dave Campbell moments ago.
All right, Dave, you talked to us about competition and adversity, how that fuels your team. What did that first half prove?
Well, look, to go through what we went through, we're down 10-0 in this game. We talked about having composure, and we talked about communicating out there, and then have a little bit of an edge. And we've done all 3 of those. We just found our way back. We were patient on offense. Our plays came to us like they should be. And our defense is playing lights out right now.
Great stuff from Campbell. We appreciate his time. Second down. Another fake for Darnold, who has to spin out of the pocket with multiple flags thrown and a flag thrown at midfield in the logo. So 3 different markers were tossed. Imagine holding's going to be one of them.
And we're going to get holding and holding. We're going to get offsetting penalties here, I think.
And may have seen one against the defense downfield as well.
There are fouls by both teams on the play. Holding on the offense by number 86 and 75. Prior to the pass, holding number 21 in defense. Penalties offset. We'll replay the down.
There's a lot of holdings. 3 holdings. 3 holding calls, and after all that, we'll just retry second down.
Yeah. It's a heavily flagged first half between the 2 clubs. The last 2 NFC North champions squaring off for first place in the league's top division. Minnesota and Kansas City, the only unbeaten. So see the Chiefs and Niners next. Jefferson in motion. They're moving around early in this third quarter. He's the crosser. He's got it. And Carlton Davis spins him down, shy of the line to gain. It'll be third down and short for Minnesota.
Just another really good example of what moving him before the snap does and the stress it puts on teams, especially who want to play him in man coverage. Another Lions down defender Pascal down on the field again. He intended to, remember, he got tended to earlier in the first half, returned, and he's down again.
And Minnesota was maybe trying to go with a little bit of tempo, but Pascal being down holds that off. He's got to be helped up.
And you watch these man defenders, you send Justin Jefferson across the field, you got to run 25 yards with him. Then he runs a crossing route back to where he started. You end up guarding a 6-yard drag route, you run about 65 yards. So he brings him all the way over here to this side of the field. Carlton Davis says, all right, now I got to run all the way back through all this underneath traffic to go back and get him. It's an 8-yard gain, but Carlton Davis probably ran 60 yards.
So after 3 catches in the first half, 3 catches on this drive for Justin Jefferson, and they set up 3rd and 2. That's why it's so tough to play zone against him. He's going, all right, well, I don't want to chase him, but you can't just put him in space. Branch keeping an eye on him in the slot. The number 2. Looking in that direction. Darnold. And he's got Jalen Naylor for a first down. He looks the football. And here comes Detroit back the other way with Branch. And he's
Wow.
It's a touchdown for Branch. Davis knocked it away from Naylor. And Branch with another big defensive play. And take a look, the opening up punch. He knocks it. The question is, did he step out? He did, yeah. And they're going to take a quick look at this. You can clearly see Naylor's right foot is out of bounds. See if the ball starts moving. Not yet. Okay, so this is going to come back much to the... He's going to be able to take a big deep breath. Brian Branch's incredible day already. Almost got a lot better, but this one's going to come back and result in first down. Break for Minnesota. Yeah, you've heard the collective cheer and probably sigh of relief from this crowd of 60,000 plus. Nearly 70K here. Clay Martin will have the call. Again, officials are often taught to let plays like that go because the review process, expedited or not, always looks
That's
at
actually fucking crazy.
plays, and all the guys on the field know it's still Minnesota ball. Now they'll officially review it. They should, seemingly, based on what we just saw, come back to Minnesota as a first down.
Fucking.
He was already past the sticks at that point, still had possession when he stepped out. That's what we're thinking, so it should be.
Win them all, and luckily there's a media blackout, so no one knows when you don't.
All right, you got your home and home bundle, and you save hundreds.
That's nice. With the economy and all? What's the economy?
You got your supply, and you got your demand. Yeah. But that's supply side of economics.
Just look it up.
So start.
At Burger King, we flame grill our burgers. Why? Because that's how it should be done. Hot, juicy, smoky, flame grilled, and made your way. Come experience the flame grilled difference with 200 reviews for just $5.
Did you pay the outcry back?
I'm stopped.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You forgot.
I did. A while ago. He did it.
To truly embrace the fun life, you must learn to let go. Bienvenidos a la vida más linda.
Good news. Today is one of those days when the public and private sectors join hands and achieve something truly wonderful for the American people. One of your rival arms dealers is on the agency's hit list. We're just tying up a full seizure of their assets. The one thing we don't have access to is their R&D data. They're running it out of the country on an unregistered flight due to leave American airspace sometime in the next 24 hours. We need you to break into one of their sites, track that aircraft, and hack that data. You do that, we give you a generous share of their confiscated stock. Sending you the site's location now. I'll be in touch.
T-Mobile for business.
At TJ Maxx, you can afford to turn your closet into a place of endless expression with the quality, styles, and prices you love. Maxx what makes you, you.
Hopefully a little closer than maybe expected initially. The question was, when did the ball start to get jarred loose? Was he out of bounds? And the big question, Dean Blandino, once he's out of bounds and he's making contact with the ball, that essentially kills the play.
Correct. So whether he has control or it's loose, if he's out of bounds and he touches that football, that's out of bounds and it goes back to the offensive team. And you can see here, it's close. Is that heel on the ground? I think it is. And if it is, it's in the white. So to me, this should go back to the Vikings. But again, it's a lot closer than what we initially thought.
Appreciate Dean breaking down the nuances of a play like that. Clay Martin has been over at the monitor for a moment. He's coming out for the call.
After review, the runner was out of bounds just prior to the ball being loose. Placed at the 36-yard line. It was first down. He set the game clock at 12:48. 12:48 on the game clock.
The one time you celebrate when your player fucks up a catch.
How about the officials as well? So Minnesota get the ball out early in this half. Already Sam Darnold 4 for 4 out of the gate on this opening drive of the third quarter. Into plus territory in the 46 of Detroit for Kevin O'Connell.
Damn. Diggs was like, oh shit, Montgomery's out. It's time for me to shine again.
Yeah. On the left side, it's Aaron Jones again. Running away from where that run blitz was coming from. Kirby Joseph ends up hitting them after a 9-yard gain.
Yeah, you mentioned it. Look,
We'll see who does better, the Broncos defense or Detroit's.
They only have one backer to the backside.
It's starting to look like the same exact game.
Aaron Jones moves the chains on 2 runs.
Blake Randall, the left guard, number 64. Christian Darrisaw, the left tackle. Their ability to get up to the second-level linebackers. Once you get those run and chase guys accounted for, get through the line of scrimmage, there's a lot of space at the next level, especially with how fast Aaron Jones gets into the defense. His speed by the time he gets the ball to the line of scrimmage is incredible.
Play action now after 2 good Jones runs. Darnold throws it to Blunt in the flat, and he gets wrapped up on the line branch after a gain of about 2. A couple of things to note defensively for the Lions here. We saw Josh Paschal go out. He came back into the game. And now you're seeing Minnesota go in some bigger sets, too. A couple of extra tight ends now in the game, too, for them.
It plays so well into what they want to be. We talk, no one gets under center more, so that matches up. Heavy tight ends, multiple tight end sets, single back, 2 back. Get under center, turn your back on the defense. There's a lot of space in the secondary when you do that.
Jefferson moving again. Darnold
Are you
doesn't
fucking
have
kidding?
the screen that he wanted, so he just throws at the feet. Isaac Upu was covering up Aaron Jones on that screenplay. Upu making just his second appearance in an NFL game.
Yeah, great awareness game. Upu, he's at the top. Aaron Jones wants to flash him, and then he's the screening player. Really nice awareness by the young player. Said, all right, they're not blocking me for a reason. I'm just going to sit down here and read my
Consulting. How can I help?
Which was Jones on the screenplay.
Air units on its way.
Brings up a big third down. It's been a great drive by this Vikings offense. They got to find a way to convert here and stay alive.
Third and long for Darnold, taking a shot.
There's no question that Justin Jefferson is like that. I mean, we've talked all game. He's the hardest man matchup in football. That time Robertson, number 21, is matched up in press coverage. They call that a big box fade where the inside receiver runs the outside fade. And you get that one-on-one matchup all day, Darnold's going to take it.
He's drawn so much attention in his career against Detroit, but it's only his 4th touchdown against the Lions. But it was impressive. The snare against the big Robertson and those bright pink gloves. An opening second half drive for the Vikings. Darnold finds Jefferson. 4-point game. Hit him with the gritty. He's like that.
498, 499, 500.
Let's go ahead. Looking strong, Nick.
Last night, Redmond was abducted. You're going to help us find him.
State Hoffman has been kidnapped. You can't trust this guy. He's on the list. The naughty lister. Naughty lister?
Remember to make you're extremely dangerous.
We got Snowman!
That was so disturbing.
What's up?
Number 15.
What?
Sometimes the best beginnings start.
What is it?
So here's it. We have to put in all Disney bloggers on it.
Amazon fall favorites are here. Save on fashion, home, beauty, and more. Shop Amazon fall favorites now.
Let's go with Chevy Equinox EV. You can wake up every day with a full charge. Your crew can have a roomy, no-compromise interior. And starting around $34,995, you and your money can go further in America's most affordable EV with over 315 miles of range. Equinox EV, a vehicle you know, value you'd expect, and a dealer right down the street. Go EV without changing a thing. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Subway just dropped the price of every footlong in half to $6.99. Wait, Subway did what? $6.99 footlong? Yeah, says it right there. Get any footlong for just $6.99 in the Subway app.
You guys are making this work.
Bud Light. It's easy to watch NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube TV.
Right? It's not for everybody, right? Marriage is not for everybody, but...
Visit BudLight.com for a chance to win.
That's right. Everybody, cheers.
Will Howard and Ohio State take on Nebraska. It's Big Noon Saturday on Fox.
Big play after big play in this game. Both teams have had 2 long touchdowns in this game, and the latest to Justin Jefferson as he got matched up with Amik Robertson. And Sam Darnold on 6 of 7 on that drive, 4 of those completions, including the touchdown to his top target, Justin Jefferson. Ollie Raymond, touchback, back to the score.
This is why formation is just incredible. When Justin Jefferson in the middle of the they can't press. We need to be able to track this plane while it's in our airspace.
Now you get the best of both worlds. Justin Jefferson becomes the widest receiver for the fade, but he gets to do it against press coverage. That's the little details of how Kevin O'Connell builds this system, and then it doesn't hurt that you can throw it to Justin Jefferson.
What a grab that was for the score. Darnold did not have a touchdown in London. Gets one to Jefferson, and it's a 4-point game. Off under pressure. Montgomery, what a catch. Oh, boy. Warwick Darvish, one-handed grab, securing it and sprinting for 14.
That's just a big-time catch. Darnold turns to throw, and he has a little pressure in his face. I mean, he just sticks that with that right hand. Goff's got guys in front of him when he turns his head around, and he just gets it out as quick as he can, and Montgomery bails him out.
Keeps Goff going, 13 for 13 now.
Oh, shit.
Now they'll give it to Montgomery on the ground as he pounds ahead towards midfield. And a solid game that takes us to Chris Thompson in the game break. CT?
Thanks, Adam. Bills trailing the Titans by 3. Newly acquired Amari Cooper makes his first catch for the Bills, and it's a touchdown. Bills back in front, 14-10. Adam?
Funny how that works.
Yeah. Get a really good receiver and put it with a really good quarterback.
And big Browns fans are like, where was that?
After the 6-yard Montgomery run. Right back to him. Trying to press the line, and a good job to grab on the Jonathan Bernard. But we do have a penalty marker here. Official indication as a whole. Grant Glasgow's holding penalty will send them back to second and long.
I said a couple times that Phillips, number 97, has drawn a holding ball. Pretty clear, though. Glasgow getting that left hand up on his shoulder. It's just an easy call.
4 times Phillips has drawn the holding penalty against the Lions today. Minnesota showing and bringing pressure. So Goff throws it for Raymond. And out of bounds to the 45. Third down and 9 coming up. One of the biggest factors is Jared Goff against the blitz. You've been talking about it all day and thinking about it all week. He was excellent in that first half.
Well, that's the matchup. That was the biggest thing coming into today. He's 9 for 9. Obviously, that long touchdown to St. Graham. You got to imagine Brian Flores is going to dial up another pressure look here, and Goff can see if he can keep the excellence going. Checking out, and he sees the cover 0 man look. He goes empty, seeming to undress the coverage.
Twist up front, Goff off the back foot for Holly Raymond, who snares it and brings it down inside the Minnesota 45 for a first down.
Yeah, it's just quarterback at a really high level. He checks out of it. You see Harrison Smith now, they're checking out of it. They go too high safety zone. And now Goff says, all right, my pre-snap read, it changed. Just get through my progression against the zone look, and still able to convert on that third down. That's quarterback play at its highest level.
The 42. Goff, that one's deflected, and there's the first incompletion of the day. And it took a hand in the air from Pat Jones the second to force that first incompletion after a 15 for 15 start.
And teach these defensive linemen, you read quick passing game. If you can't get there, stop, get vertical, and try to cloud those throwing lanes. Nice job there.
Okay, we're in business, people. I have their plane in transit above Los Santos right now. I'm going to need you to get as close as you can to it, and use the Securo Serve app on your phone to hack the onboard network. You're going to need an aircraft, obviously. I've sourced you some nearby.
This is a 30-second timeout.
A timeout. Now this.
Awesome. I have a surprise for you.
Oh, yes, we can.
Feast your eyes on this.
That's sexy. Feels so new.
I want to feel this feeling again and again.
Can I hold it?
How bad do you want to hold it?
Not in a bag, but pretty please.
Petite, don't. Go ahead. Press a button.
Oh, it's glowing.
Intelligence. We should do this more often.
Agreed.
With Kindle Sheila from Buzzard with the new iPhone 16 Pro Max. You can feel it again and again with the latest iPhone every year with AT&T Next Up Anytime.
The completion percentage, outstanding. It's been a career high year at 71%. League average is about 65. And the last 3 games, Goff over 80% completion rate. Second and 10. And a whistle and a flag for a procedure penalty.
Well done. Offense.
That's Benet Sewell who got called for it.
You just can't get away with, like, even the most light.
Merriweather, for all your private security needs. How can I help? I will direct one of our pilots to your current location.
On every play. I think the officials, yes, somebody moved.
6 offensive line penalties on Detroit today. 2nd and 15. Goff steps away from the pressure and delivers on target. A leaping Tim Patrick is able to snare it for 22 yards in his 5th game with the Lions after missing a couple of seasons.
Yeah, this went from a potential strip sack, one of the best edge rushers in football, Jonathan Grenard. This was an inch away from a strip sack fumble. Nice job by Goff in the pocket, stepping up, 2 strong hands on the ball, and then he delivers an absolute dart to Patrick.
Down to the 25. Screen. Jameson Williams, haven't called his name a lot today. Andrew Van Ginkel was ready for him with the tackle. It's the first catch for Williams, and he goes for a loss of 4.
Yeah, we came on to the broadcast, Adam, talking about the impact that Williams has had on this offense, really the expanded route tree. Last year, he was the, hey, man, take the top off, go deep, and Goff, I'm going to throw it as far as I can. He's running a lot more of an intricate route tree, crossing routes, dig routes. His speed is evident. Got to keep getting on the ball.
Nice cut by Montgomery to get away from Ivan Pace. And he'll muscle his way down the 21-yard line. Set up about third and medium here for Detroit.
Meriwether Security Consultant.
Field that it was St. Paul who got a deep shot for a touchdown. That's
Our
something that
helicopter fleet is operating in
they
capacity.
can run the
Call
deep
back
ball.
soon.
Maybe they go through it today and they have.
And don't think Brian Flores doesn't have it in his memory. The last third down, he brought everyone, walked up, showed a cover zero, and they popped that run to Gibbs. So whatever pass pressure you have dialed up, you better make sure it can fit both run and pass.
Yeah. It is Gibbs next to God. 4 on the rush. Goff underneath. He's got a man in a first
Let's
down.
go.
Raven. He gets away from
Oh
it.
my goodness.
Well, Ravens first touchdown of the year.
Yeah.
Gibbs helped them with a block.
Yeah,
They
they
do
don't
a big
know
play touchdown for Detroit to go up 10.
Stephon Gilmore, the center,
Thank you.
he's matched up 1-on-1 in the slot. And when Raymond's released, he
Put him
just
in there
trips and
earlier
falls down.
because
I mean,
you know
it's
that
just as simple as
DCF
that.
after you told him to
It's a nice
stop.
little
They
seal
left the
block
weekend in
and
there for
run
5
through
minutes and I
contact. And
forgot about it.
another big third down pickup for another touchdown.
So unfortunately, they've been in there a long time.
Back up
We
to
back into
a
it.
28-17 advantage. A lot of guys involved on that series for Detroit. And it's Raymond who finds pay dirt for the
Good
first time
makeup,
this season. The Lions answer the Vikings touchdown with one of their own in the third.
Type 2 diabetes? Discover the Ozempic Trisem. I got the power of 3. I lowered my A1C, CV risk, and lost some weight. In studies, the majority of people reached an A1C under 7 and maintained it. I'm under 7. Ozempic lowers the risk of major cardiovascular events such as stroke, heart attack, or death. And adults also with known heart disease. Lowering my risk. Adults lost up to 14 pounds.
I lost some weight.
Ozempic isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take Ozempic if either your family ever had medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2 or is allergic to it. Stop Ozempic and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or an allergic reaction. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Gallbladder problems may occur. Tell your provider about vision problems or changes. Taking Ozempic with a sulfonylurea or insulin may increase low blood sugar risk. Side effects like nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea may lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems. Living with type 2 diabetes?
That's not the power of 3 with Ozempic.
USAA. You could be eligible if your spouse, parent, or even your grandparents served.
That was it. You're in.
As a veteran, I'm already in. USAA. Are you eligible?
Grab a Pepsi and make your day epic.
Hey, do you guys ever wonder why we wear these foam pieces of cheese on our heads?
No.
So you don't think it's to get people to crave cheesy pizza during football games?
I think I'd know if I were being used to promote cheesy pizza.
Buy one, get one, only on Uber Eats.
I'm adding Downy Unstoppables to my wash. Now I'll be smelling fresh all day long. Still fresh. Still fresh. Still fresh. With Downy Unstoppables,
Oh, you are
just
too
toss,
quick with that, I'll
wash,
tell you.
wow. For all day freshness.
Rotate.
Who the hell are you?
I'm Mark
Rotate.
Hoagie, your new head coach.
Okay, guys, culture change. Okay, we're bringing back an old school mentality. Yeah, this team sucks. Take this, I'm done.
Universal Basic Guy, special time tonight after football.
You said one of the marks of a great offense is the ability to turn it on even after tough stretches. It was a really sluggish start for Detroit. 4 straight touchdown drives.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good illustration of turning it on. And it's been a mix of slow, methodical drives and third down conversions. And then they've had the 2 big explosives, one on the ground and one through the air. They're the most balanced and most efficient offensive football. We're seeing it play out here in this game.
Remember, it almost came to a halt with Jonathan Bernard, a near strip sack of Jared Goff, who was able to throw a strike to Patrick to keep that drive going. So Josh McCown working with Sam Darnold. Hey, don't forget, buddy. Don't forget.
Hey, they say it's a copycat league. These guys are watching. Hey, man, you got to protect that ball. But it's the little details that really separates the really good quarterbacks from the average ones. And sometimes it's two hands on the ball in the pocket, firm grip, keep the ball close to your body. It's funny, 6 inches away from that drive ending very differently.
Yep. Addison in motion, play action fake. Darnold launches, and then it's with punt. There is a flag thrown on the play. This might come back, and then a second flag was thrown late. Johnny Butt took it all the way down near the Detroit 40.
Holding. Offense number 32. Taylor penalty. First down.
It was Ty Chandler who was in on blitz pickup against Brian Branch and ended up just folding him.
Yeah, actually thought initially he did a really nice job. You see Chandler, he takes the token fake, and initially he's in good spot, but it's that right hand. See that right arm wrapped around the back? So now when Branch tries to get away and get off the block, all that official sees is that right hand wrapped around him, and it's right in front of him.
It's the fourth holding penalty on Minnesota, the six that have been accepted against them today. Branch continues to be impactful. Darnold throws to the outside for Josh Oliver, the tight end, who was in motion initially. It's grabbed in front of Anzalone at the 25. So they'll change up again. They'll have Jefferson on the top side of the formation. With Arnold in coverage.
Rotate. 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 Found someone else.
Pressure coming from Anzalone. That gets picked up. Darnold to the side. Tough catch. And he speeds on the traffic down inside the 45 of Detroit.
Pulled a rabbit out of his hand. Yeah.
Over the top of Amik Robertson and is able to turn it to 33 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is as well done as you can do at the quarterback position, getting in and out of the right call, and that ball can't be thrown any better. Elevating it over the top of Amik Robertson and then getting it down in front of the corner, Carlton Davis. Sam Darnold, his arm talent, that's never been the question. He's operated this offense in the second half a lot better than they did in the first.
They overcome 1st and 20. It's the longest catch of the season for Naylor. Darnold, another flag thrown to the far side. Darnold's going to take off, and Arnold will shove him out. We'll check that marker. Likely coming back.
Offside. Offense number 3. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Jordan Addison up in the neutral zone. See the foot on the line, the right leg.
Wow.
Yep.
Really close. I mean, typically, they want the receivers to look to the sideline, and the official will help them. They'll say, move up, move back. And they typically have a little bit of a race in there. And I mean, really close. I'm surprised they do that flag.
Darnold hands it to the second call. It's a run play for Chandler. And Campbell was there to drag him down inside the 45 before he could spring loose. So it's just a gain of 3. Second down, long coming.
Something I really like is this Detroit defense is doing. They're doing a lot of work with their safeties. They're showing 2 high safeties, and then they're bringing Branch down late into the box for an extra run defender. Then they're starting with that single high safety, and on the snap, he's running out, and they're forming 2 high safeties. Keep an eye on Branch and Kirby Joseph. Right now, they're both lined up high in the middle of the field.
15 yards away. Here is Darnold stepping away from the pressure, and Anzalone is able to bring Hunt down. Jalen Reeves-Maybin was in there to try to get after Darnold. It sets up third down. Be 3rd and 9 here.
Most of the pressure so far today that the Lions have been able to generate has been on the interior. They have not had a lot of production, not a lot of pressure when on the edges. Of course, it would be a different story if Aiden Hutchinson was still in this, playing this season. Obviously, a big loss. They have not been able to replace that production and impact on the quarterback.
A rush just 4. Darnold looking, throwing for Jones. And boy, that's a big tackle by Rodriguez. Otherwise, Aaron Jones is housing that one. What a big catch by the running back on 3rd down.
And it all starts with the protection. They've got Malcolm Rodriguez, the linebacker, one-on-one against Aaron Jones, but there's just no pressure. There is nothing at the face, at the feet of Darnold. And when you can work all the way back and you have one of the best receiving running backs in football in empty one-on-one against a middle linebacker, you have that much time to run across the field. You're just asking a linebacker to do something that he's not able to do.
Now they'll hand it off for Jones. Ducks his head down for a couple. This was a Vikings defense that gave up a season high, or offense, I should say, they gave up a season high 4 sacks to the Jets. I know without Hutchinson,
I'm gonna take care of it real quick.
Why?